Hello brothers and sisters, my name is CB and you're watching Clean Games. Guys, a lot of questions I get asked is how to actually effectively build a better YouTube gaming channel. And honestly, it's becoming a legitimate career. People just don't get that. And I think that one of the biggest issues is most people who are new to this have no idea. It takes hours and hours and hours of lots of research. And the biggest problem I have is that most of the research is kind of skewed. Some ones will say one thing and may be outdated, and that's the biggest problem. It's like sometimes you look up an article about how to be a better YouTuber that came out in 2013, and it doesn't apply to 2015, and this might not apply in 2017. But the point of it is that I feel that if I'm growing as a YouTuber, as a gamer, then maybe I can share the tips that I'm learning. So one of the biggest things that I've learned in my ventures actually of doing YouTube for a living is that you have to understand really what your intentions are. That's the biggest thing, because once you have that goal and that understanding of what you want to do, then it paves the way. And have your intentions clear, because that way you have clear obtainable goals, and that when you want to take something from what I give you, you could take it from that note. Now, there are people out there who want to do what I do, which is become a full-time career-oriented YouTuber. That's right, I want to be a career person on YouTube. Now, the reason most people will look at you very strangely when you say this is because the career has never really been established. So your parents, your friends, your family, your loved ones, everyone who will pretty much say, like, you do what? You YouTube for a living? It's like, yes. There are people who do this every single day and make full-time livings, if not more than your friends and family, on this. So the possibilities are just like any other job. The thing is that it's very new. There's a lot of people who have very different goals. Some people want to do this as a hobby, because you know what, they love games, they love to put their stuff up, and basically, it's fine and dandy, and they don't really care too much about audio quality, and it's basically just make sure they get it out there that their friends and family can see their YouTube videos. Though there's that category of people, and that's fine. Then there are people who just want to have fun, and I mean that. There are people who aren't fooling you, they're not like, twisting you. They actually do just want to have fun, and that's a whole different category. Then there are people who are on the fence. They're like, well, I wanted to have fun, but at the same exact time frame, I might think about a career about this in the future. That would probably be more the teenage variety. That's okay. And there are people who basically here just put their foot down and go, you know what? I want to do this full time. I want to be a lawyer or an engineer. I want to do YouTube for a living, and gaming is my way in. Okay. So once you've clearly defined that for yourself and seriously ask that question. Now, this is what I do, okay? What I try to do is you try to imagine this is hard for some people because the truth kind of hurts. You have to ask yourself, you have to put yourself in that scenario. Okay? Now, think about this. Before you say, I want to be a full-time YouTuber and I want to do this for a living, listen to some of the interviews and the blogs that some of the big YouTubers have actually talked about. Now, in truth, if you listen to all the things they say, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. More work than most people are willing to do. Now, in a 9-to-5 job that you normally work, most people do, they don't have to put 100% of themselves in every single minute of their day. Unfortunately, most time YouTubers have to put a large portion of their energy and them into their day because they are the product. If you didn't realize that, it is true. You are the product. So if you look sleepy and you look tired and you look bored, guess what? Why is someone going to watch you? They're not. So when you tell people, I'm going to do daily videos, well, that means you have to be like this every single day. smiley. It's hard to be that way. You wake up and you haven't had your coffee and you got a hangover, you feel like crap, you've been at the flu, whatever. If you're trying to build an audience and you basically sound terrible, if someone new comes on your channel and hears you sounding like, "Hey everybody, what's going on?" they're not going to pay attention. If anything, they will find you and leave you like that. So what does that mean? Do you not do it because you're sick? No, but you basically try your best to tell people, "I'm sick, please do it." But you have to take that chance. But that's the full-time YouTuber lifestyle. It's a lot of hours. And unfortunately, when you think to yourself, the bigger I get, the less hours I work, actually that's the exact opposite. Most people, you have to work a lot more hours. 60, 70, sometimes even 80 hours a week. Is that something you're willing to do? Inject your lifestyle right now, minus 80 hours of it of being up and happy all the time. Now, happy is happy is a hard word to say because you want to say, "Oh, I'm happy." Who wouldn't want to be happy all the time? But you have to be forced happy. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna be forced happy. Now, it doesn't mean you don't enjoy what you do. Don't get me wrong on that. But as an entertainer, which you are, you call yourself a YouTuber, whatever you want to, but you're an entertainer now. Your job is to entertain the audience, you, through the platform that you choose, which is the game that you choose. So that is your job. That is your 9 to 5 or much longer job. So if that's something that you really sit down and you think about, "I want to do that. That's what I want to do for a living," then do it. Look at some people like Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye is a perfect example of the perfect YouTuber. Why? Because he loves it. He spends all day long doing it, 9 hours a day. You could tell in his face that every single time he talks to someone, that's why he's so popular. If you want to know the true thing of why Jacksepticeye has in 1 year went from 1 million views to 1 billion views, which is ridiculous, is because he is infectious, because he is always happy. He's always excited. He's never a downer. Even when I saw a video when he was sick and he was like, "Hey everybody, I feel like crap. Well, let's keep doing this." But it's like he still had energy, and that is just what you need energy. But that's my point. If that's what you want to do, then continue this series. But let me know in the comments down below how you actually want to do this. Are you a person who is Are you a person who is, "I'm on board"? Because that's really the true thing. What I'm going to be teaching you now is the basic fundamentals through this series of what you should and shouldn't do. Basic point. So, you leave me comments down below. Let's see how many people are actually really serious about this. And again, put yourself in, put your life, your likes, dislikes, your ability to do things, and really think about what you want. And then comment below, tell me what you think. Guys, I'll see you next time.